Pigeons. In New York City, it seems like they're everywhere. But not many people know just how interesting this common bird can be. So the first question is, just why are there so many pigeons in cities? Well, as it turns out, cities like New York are perfect for these plump, multicolored birds. Another name for pigeons is actually the rock dove. Yup, pigeons are actually doves. They get the rock part from their natural habitat, the rocky cliffsides usually found on the coasts. And what is the next best thing to a giant cliff? Well, for pigeons, it's all of these tall buildings made of brick or other hard materials. They know just how to nestle into tight crevices and perch on the ledges of these man-made habitats. These kind of spots are where pigeons love to make their nests. Baby pigeons are called squabs, and even though most species of bird only stay in a nest for about 2 weeks, pigeons stay in the nest for up to 2 months before flying off. By that point, they look almost like adult pigeons. While in the nest, squabs feed on something called crop milk. That's right, pigeons make milk. Now it's not exactly like the kind of milk that mammals produce. Instead, it's a milky liquid made in the mother bird's neck from the different kinds of vegetation and seeds she eats. Adult pigeons have adjusted their diets to this more urban lifestyle, surviving mostly off of litter or other food scraps found in trash, as well as being fed by some of New York's friendlier bird lovers.
When you come across one of these birds, you might notice the way it bobs its head when it walks. That's because pigeons' eyes can't move around like ours can, and so in order to focus on something, they have to keep their head still for a moment while the rest of their body moves forward. So how did pigeons first get into this city? They were brought in from Europe way back in the 1600s by people who kept them up in coops on their roofs for, well, food. They also used their droppings as fertilizer. It may seem strange now, but pigeons are actually incredibly smart animals. During World War I and World War II, the US Army used pigeons to send messages. This proved to be unbelievably handy when other lines of communication weren't working.
So what makes pigeons so good at being messengers? Well, pigeons actually have an unbelievable sense of navigation. Pigeons know their way around so well that you can take a blindfolded pigeon hundreds of miles away from its home and it will get back with no problem. People still like to study how exactly they can do that, but it seems to be that pigeons can sense the Earth's electromagnetic field, you know, the thing that makes compasses work. They can also use the position of the sun to orient themselves. Some British scientists have even found that they may be getting a little help from us humans, using their bird's eye view of highways to lead the way. When it comes to getting around, some may say that pigeons are even smarter than humans. People have known just how useful pigeons are for a long time. Pigeons have been domesticated for as long as 5,000 years, beginning in ancient Egypt. Pigeons and humans have been living side by side for so long that we're not even sure where they're originally from. Today, people still make use of pigeons' special skills. So next time you see a pigeon waddling around, bobbing its head along, just remember, these city birds are not as average as we may think.